It's the Hippie Cardist. And we got some new deck reviews for you. I already did a deck review on the Tally Ho Vipers and the red and blue regular standard Tally Ho's. These are some of the colored decks that they come out with. I don't have the white or the blue reverse back decks yet, but they're on the way. Um, Tally Ho makes some pretty good cards. The red pips are white and the black pips are black on this one. It's a pretty much a standard Tally Ho deck. You get a double backer and a blank card with these decks. They fan great. Can't do a fair with these. They're set in a size 7 stack. Oh, they fan excellent. They're wonderful cards. Most of them can be used for playing and performing. There's one deck that's so terrible, it's not even good for collecting as far as I'm concerned. And that's these yellow ones. Now, you see what you're seeing on the card? That's more than what I'm seeing with my naked eyes. The spades and the clubs are great. But the only way I can see that that's an ace of diamonds is looking at my screen, because I can't tell what I'm looking at when I look at it straight on with my naked eye. These cards are absolutely useless for playing or performing with. There's no reason why they couldn't have made the hearts and the diamonds red on a yellow deck. Orange deck, the blank card. Well, you don't get a double backer with the orange deck, just a blank card. Once again, the red suits are white. This one, they could have made them red as well, and it would still show up just as good. They fan as good as any Tally Ho card. They're very pretty cards. Very pretty cards. Hey, didn't the hippie cardist promise us a good trick the next time? Yes, I sure did. So I'm going to get into that trick now. I recommend the Tally Ho cards if you want to spend some money on cards. They're a little bit more expensive than bicycles, but they're just as good as far as I can determine. Except for that yellow deck is. Now, I wanted to show y'all a trick. All right. Now, what we have here is a Kennedy $50, a Canadian $2 coin, and a Mexican centavo piece. Now, the Canadians and the Mexicans want to come into the country. All right. Now, this is a trick for if Donald Trump becomes president. We'll take the Canadians and we'll put them in the building where they're making all their applications and such. Now, we'll take the Mexican coin and we'll put it underneath the $50. They're trying to sneak in underhandedly. Well, guess what? Where'd they go? Where'd that Mexican piece go? Why? They're in the building getting extremely vetted as per President Trump's orders. Now, for those of you that think I'm a Trump supporter, think again. This is totally making fun of Donald Trump and his stupid policies on closing our borders. I heard a gentleman in Kroger the other day complaining about the illegal immigrants that are up the street working on a construction job, digging a ditch, stealing our jobs from us. I walked up to this guy and I asked him, I says, yeah, I can see that's a big problem, yada, 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 and all that other good stuff to make conversation with him. And then I asked him, are you employed? And he smiled and says, yes, sir, I'll have you know I've been employed at the same job for 29 and a half years, and next month I'm getting ready to retire. And I says, well, that's great. That's great. But I only have one question. And this question goes to everybody that's employed that complains about the illegal immigrants stealing our jobs. Since you already have a job, what the hell is it to you who's working these jobs that Americans don't want to do? If you already got a job, stop crying about it. Because they didn't steal a job from you. And as far as stealing jobs goes, as far as I can see, they're doing jobs that nobody else wants to do. Are you gonna go? You're a born here an American citizen, well, and you're looking for a job. Well, hey, you can go down the road and pick fruit or vegetables for this farmer if you're looking for work. Yeah, sure, it doesn't pay very well, but what the heck? Oh, you expect minimum wage? Well, these illegal immigrants that are working for them don't expect minimum wage. And as illegal as that is, who do you think the farmer's going to hire? Who do you think is the better deal for him to hire? You or somebody that's not going to expect minimum wage? They're not stealing jobs. They're doing jobs that nobody else wants. And since nobody else wants them, let them have them. It's no sweat off your back. Ugh. The whole thing's a bunch of hooey. Tuck front. Here we go. I've got a deck of cards. Man, that was my favorite deck, man. Now I'm going to have to go back and buy another one, man. Hey, can I get another deck, man? Mine kind of disappeared. Deck review. Yes, indeed, deck review. I have got the complete set of the bicycle traceback cards. All 8 decks. A complete set. We'll go with the black trace deck. They fan good, they spread nice, they faro easy. And this is the same for all 8 decks. Well, it's good for all 7 of the 8 decks. I may have gotten one defect. I'm going to reorder a deck of these yellow trace backs just to find out. But when I first got these cards, look how blocky that is. They're going back. That's about the best they've been, though. Fresh out the box, they were sticking together so bad when I fanned them, it was like I had sections of the deck of about that thick each with tape around them. They were so blocked up. And what I had to do, I had to manually intertwine them into a faro deck. a Pharaoh shuffle rather, and then squeeze down on them and push them together real hard, and that seemed to smooth them up a little bit. I did that a couple times, and then they were able to do this. When I first got them, I could shake them, and that's what they would do. Nothing. What you get with these cards, you get, each deck has the same thing, a trick called the $1 Million Monty. And what it is, it's a gaff card where it's Ace of Diamonds, Two of Clubs, and the other one's a Two of Clubs, Ace of Diamonds. And you can do that $1 Million Monty trick that I've already done on a previous video. Each of those decks gives you those gaff cards. They're good cards. I'll give them that. They're real good cards. I would definitely recommend anybody that wants to buy some good bicycle cards, get the Tracebacks. They're excellent cards. I am convinced that the yellow Traceback was just a fluke, so I'm spending the money to reorder them. Because I can't have no matte finish cards. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. That's my new decks. That was a trick, and I'm late. I gotta go. So I'll see you next time on the Hippie Cardist, and may all your days be full of magic.